true story. It's all about the Meghan Markle effect. Her style sparking huge sales, inspiring women around the world, bringing a touch of laid-back Hollywood to the royal family. We're going to speak with stylist Josie, who knows Markle, in a moment. But first, ABC's Adrienne Bankert is in London. She has a closer look. You're even there in London with Amy. Hey there, Adrienne.
Hey, Robin. Good morning. We're here at Buckingham Palace. We're so excited to be here. I like to call the Meghan effect the Markle sparkle, if you will. She's bucked some of the LA, or rather London, traditions with her own LA style, with all the grace of an up-and-coming fashion influencer. The Meghan effect already in full force as the princess-to-be stepped into the spotlight. Wrapped in a chic coat by Toronto-based brand Line the Label over a green dress by Italian designer Peroche. The fashion frenzy intensifying as the website for her belted white jacket crashed in less than an hour. The coat, now said to be renamed the Meghan, retails for $600. The world also taking notice of the future royal's bare legs, typically a big faux pas among dignitaries across the pond. The Queen has been sporting stockings for 91 years. Kate followed suit, the young Duchess rarely seen without ultra-sheer skin-colored pantyhose. But was Meghan opting out of the traditional tights an oversight or a statement from the laid-back California girl?
I like to look polished and put together, but there's always going to be like an effortless quality to it, just being from LA.
In 2015, Meghan sat down during New York Fashion Week and discussed her go-to style tips during Yahoo Live with Josie.
I think the most important thing you can do is tailoring. You think that it's not going to make a big impact, but if it fits you to a T, you look a million times better. And I learned so many people try to jump onto a trend. Not every trend's right for you.
We've seen her sleek, casual style on her now shuttered lifestyle blog, The Tig, and during a spring 2017 collaboration for Canadian department store Reitmans, which featured A-line dresses all under $100. And it wasn't just PDA with the prince on full display at the Invictus Games in September. This button-down and denim look created a hoopla, all because of those ripped jeans. Already compared to Kate, who opts for more conservative looks, mixing high-end brands like Ginny Packham and Timberley London with budget-friendly frocks from Zara and Topshop. And her go-to favorite, the sensible closed-toed pump from L.K. Bennett. But the soon-to-be royal has her own shoes to fill as the first American to take on the princess role since Grace Kelly of Monaco, who paved the way as one of the most watched women in the world. And what's exciting is we're waiting to see what her wedding dress is going to look like. We're going to find out in a few months as that walk down the aisle becomes the greatest catwalk of her life. Robin, back to you.
Adrienne, big shout out. Markle Sparkle. That is huge. That's going to trend. That's going to be the new hashtag.
Sparkle.
We feel it. And it came from Adrienne Bankert.
Yes.
Adrienne gets credit. Hey, we got celebrity stylist and author Josie here with us live. Good to see you,
Good to see you.
You've known Meghan Markle for a bit.
I have. Listen, I
she?
love her. She's amazing, I have to say. So I first met Meghan at the beginning of Suits. I loved her and I loved her character. But I can tell you, like, from the very beginning, she lacks so much Hollywood pretense that you can sit with her, and I think we went and had tequila. She was genuinely interested in you. Like, she wanted to always know how my husband was doing. We talked about rescue dogs. You know, it wasn't so much about what the Hollywood world was about, or even really her show at the time. It was just about life, and I think that's what's so great. She could talk to you and make you feel like you're the only person in the room.
You have me when she said she likes tequila. That's when you said tequila. You have me right there.
Yes.
What do you make of the Markle Sparkle?
Oh gosh, I think this is the very beginning of this huge wave we're going to ride in terms of Meghan and her popularity and her fascination. I think people are just going to be clamoring for more and more of this. I mean, we saw those websites crashing for what she was wearing yesterday, and she looked phenomenal. And I think there's such an accessibility about Meghan that I think girls in America particularly are going to be clamoring for her style.
How do you describe her style?
Well, you know what? I have to say, even between her and Kate, like, there's something very regal and classic and sophisticated about Kate. And not that Meghan isn't, but there's almost a laid-back, Cali cool girl about her. And I think when I used to talk to Meghan about her character, Rachel Zane on Suits, she used to say that she would put on those pencil skirts and those blouses and feel the character, but her personal style was very different. And I never really thought that, but I was interesting that was how she always classified herself.
And many people commenting loved what she was wearing yesterday.
Oh, I thought she looked phenomenal. I mean, the white coat, the simplicity of that, and the green dress. I mean, and interesting enough, she didn't wear stockings. I think we talked about that, which is in the royal handbook of fashion, it's a big beginning of being a rule breaker in a way, and I think that was really great. But even the green dress she wore, it was on the website with sleeves, and she chose a sleeveless version.
Okay, now I know you love the telestrator.
Yes.
You want to emphasize something, a difference here.
Yes, okay, so we have Kate and we have Meghan, both wearing a very similar black lace dress at an event, but I think if you look at Kate, right away, she wears the longer hemline. It's almost below the knee. And she always does sort of that sensible shoe in the way where, like, it is still a heel, but it's manageable. But Meghan's always a little bit, you know, the hemlines were a little bit shorter. She's always got that higher heel. Maybe things are a little bit sexier. In a way, it's a little bit more American red carpet.
Win-win, both sides. I mean, you can't go wrong with either way.
Oh, absolutely.
And they both own how they look. They both are very comfortable.
Absolutely. And I
look.
think there's always a youthful spirit about Meghan in a way that there's an ease. And I think you also see that the difference between William and Harry. Yeah. That there's an ease about Harry, and I can see why they like.
How about casual wear and accessories?
Oh, I mean, I love the idea of them both in jeans, but even that feels very different. I mean, you look at Kate, and she's always very pulled together in her blazer and her striped shirt and all of those things in jeans and a sensible shoe. And look at Meghan. She showed up at the Invictus Games, which is really her first time with Harry, in ripped jeans and an oversized men's shirt. And I think that was a really telling sign that that's really genuinely who she is.
Yeah, that is. Well, you saw Adrian allude to it, the wedding gown.
Yes.
What do you think?
Well, listen, I feel like she would and should probably wear a British designer. She's worn a lot of heirdom in the past, so it could be someone like him. But, you know, I'm putting my bets on Stella McCartney. I feel like she is British royalty. She's fun, she's youthful, and she could make something beautiful. It most likely will not be McQueen, because I feel like Kate owns that. But we might be surprised, because, you know, she's friends with this designer, Misha Nunu, who actually is rumored to be the designer that introduced them. Oh. So there could be something there.
I don't think we're going to see a 100-foot train. I don't think so either. I don't think that's her.
No, I think you leave that to your sister-in-law.
Thank you, Jim. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.